Welcome back, everybody. It's the Dirt Shed Show with myself, Rich Payne, and I am joined by GMBN's Chris Smith. Hello, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we've got a packed show coming up this week, and we're going to be looking at the age-old question of, do e-bikes make you lazy?
Oof, all that and tons more this week on the Dirt Shed Show. Chris, you've been a die-hard e-biker for quite a while now.
Yeah.
What's your views then on, do e-bikes make you lazy? Because, I'll just chuck this out there, Neil has been riding his quite a bit lately, over on GMBN as well, because he's a bit of a time-constrained man. He's got a busy life.
It is. I don't think they make you lazy, I just think it's a different style of riding. I think, obviously I rode mountain bikes, normal mountain bikes, for 20 odd years before e-bikes, so obviously did a lot of time on those, and I think with a mountain bike, I think the only time, personally, I really enjoyed it was when I was super fit. So if you are riding, much like yourself, if you're out there 3 or 4 times a week doing it, it becomes enjoyable. But as soon as you lose that fitness, I think it takes the shine off of it and it becomes a struggle. And then when something becomes a struggle, it doesn't become enjoyable, right?
I don't know. I might agree to disagree because I'm a bit of a sucker for a tough ride.
You like to suffer, right?
I do, yeah, that's it. But what do you reckon then? Do you ever intentionally knock it down a mode? So instead of just sitting in turbo all the time, do you think, I'll go for a bit of eco or trail?
Well, I think that's a great thing about e-bikes is that you have that option of how hard you want to work. Obviously, if you're not very fit, you can use those higher levels of assistance, or if you're time constrained, you can use turbo.
That's true.
But if you are a first-time rider, you can ride in turbo, you get a little bit fitter, knock it down to trail, then you get that bit fitter again, then you can take it down to eco. And personally, I do use eco a lot pretty much, and trail if I'm on the trail, and then turbo I only use if I'm tackling something that warrants it.
Yeah, all right.
And I think, as I mentioned, that is a great thing about an e-bike is that you have that level of assistance you actually want from your bike at any given time. You know, if there's a big messy trail covered in mud that'd have you slogging through at 2 miles an hour on a mountain bike.
Us mountain bikers, we like that, Chris.
Stick it in turbo and just blast
we like to slog it through sometimes.
There's no fun in riding uphill at 3 miles an hour when you can go up there at 10 miles an hour. Come on.
Oh, Chris, I don't know. All right, well, I tell you what about these lightweight e-bikes? More and more lightweight, sort of mid-power, would you say, e-bikes are coming through, bridging that gap, if you like? I know we got like the Orbea Rise and a few others out there. Yeah,
I think it's a definite step in the right direction as well. It depends what you're used to. I think if you've come from an e-bike and you go back to one of those lightweight ones, it kind of feels a bit of a backward step. But I think if you're going from a mountain bike to an e-bike and you do want that mid-ground, then these bikes are definitely really cool. They've got the advantages of an e-bike, but not quite the full fat and the full weight of these bikes. So I think it's
all right. I mean, a lot of downhillers out there, they use e-bikes a lot to train on. In fact, a lot of cross-country riders and enduro riders do as well. So maybe there is something in it, but I mean, it's a debate that could go on long time in it. But I tell you what, let us know in the comments below if you're a bit of an e-biker as well. Do you think e-bikes make you a bit of a lazy rider? Let us know just below. Go on down in the comments just there. What if you got a bit of spare time over Christmas, Chris? Well, Muck Off, I hear, have teamed up with Trash Free Trails, 2 very good companies right there doing good things, and they've come out with their new Bad to Rad edit. I've not actually seen it yet, but tell us, you have, haven't you?
Yeah, so Bad to Rad is a thing you can do over Christmas period in doing really good things for your local trails, getting out there, picking up all the litter that surrounds it, and you can go from the bad Santa list to the rad Santa list. And Santa at Muck Off is actually going to get involved. If you upload the images of all the rubbish that you've picked up from your trails, you can get added to his rad list, and Muck Off are going to send you out some cool new prizes. So really good concept and good to see both of those companies.
I like that.
collab.
You always want to be on the rad list, don't you?
You do. Definitely.
And you always want Trash Free Trails.
Do you think you're on the rad list this year?
I hope so. I feel like I've been pretty rad. You're on the bad list. Anyway, right, it's time for the news and sickest thing of the week from the guys. Over to you.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Dirt Shed News. It's December, which is when riders' contracts traditionally come to a close, and we begin to find out who is leaving and joining various teams for the year. We've had a flurry of moves already, so I'm just going to start there. First off, the big one, the Belgian Enduro powerhouse Martin Mees. After what's got to be close to a decade on GT, joining Atherton Racing for downhill when Enduro was young, or maybe not even created yet, the EWS title contender has joined the Orbea factory Enduro team alongside confirmed riders Laura Charles and Vid Persac. Yes, he'll be hitting the EWS on the new Rallon as he comes back with a vengeance this year. After injury, a complicated issue where a doctor gave him a banned substance, and then a hiatus from racing this year as he became a father, we've got everything crossed for a clean season this year for Martin, so we can see exactly what he's got. On a side note, with GT, we saw Martin racing the occasional downhill race as well, most notably coming second at the 2018 World Champs. Now, Orbea don't currently have a downhill bike. If they're looking for someone to develop one of the fastest riders in the world is not a bad shout. Watch this space. A few more big moves now. Mona Mitterwallner, the 19-year-old Austrian sensation that won every single under-23 World Cup this year, and national championships and world championships, has taken a big step up from Trek Vord onto Cannondale Factory Racing. Not only is Mona joining the likes of Manuel Fumic and Henrique Avancini, but stepping up early, announcing that she'll be racing in the big leagues with the elite fields this year. 2 whole years before she has to. We're looking forward to seeing how she shakes up the women's field. In more EWS news, we're seeing Flo Nicolai making the move away from Trek Factory Racing after just 2 years. Quite a short stint on a team, that one, but hopefully he'll find his feet in another team as he's a super talented racer that has some brilliant consistency in his past results. We're just waiting to hear who. Last but by no means least is Louise Ferguson, the unsponsored winner of most of the Crankworx Summer Series currently happening down in New Zealand. The Scot turned Queenstown local has smashed it this year, really proving herself against some of the best in the world. And Nuke Proof have been on hand to scoop her up and get her riding their bikes. Another good catch from them for sure. Just a quick point now to say that the Stevie Smith legacy film from Anthill, Long Live Chainsaw, is out for digital download now. Pretty much everyone who works here on the channels went on a little social trip down the road, and I can just say it was a brilliant salute to Stevie. Super raw at times, we're definitely all struggling to keep it together as it deals with his death, but don't let that put you off. If you're a downhill fan, if you're a mountain bike fan, I honestly urge you to see it. A new downhill bike from Starling now, a local brand based in Bristol. Doddy actually went recently to look at some gearbox bikes that they've got stashed. Well, no gearbox with this one. The Stern V2 is steel, high pivot and single speed. 200mm of travel front and rear, compatible with either 29, 27 or a mix of the two. It's available as a frame for £2,990 or built with a range of parts from hand-picked brands. Just before we wrap up, on the Dirt Shed show, a few weeks back we were giving away 5 sets of Vittoria's new Sierra tyre and airliner inserts to go with them. That giveaway has now ended and the winners' names are on screen. If you're one of them, hold tight, we'll be in touch on the email that you entered on to get your details. Right, this is actually my last roundup of the year since next week's show is going to be a Christmas special and we're all in various places the week after. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll be back with more news right here on the Dirt Shed show in the new year.
Thank you very much, guys. We've got some great comments from everyone out there this week from making expensive mistakes, because we've all done it. And the first one we've got is Neil Henderson, who says, how about fighting to fit my tubeless tyre for an hour, finally succeeding in getting them sealed and running true, and then spotted that the rotation arrows were pointing backwards. Rode for a couple of weeks before I could face switching them around the proper way.
We've all done it. I've done that myself, and sometimes you don't notice the difference. I think on the rear, but you look down and you see that tyre tread pointing the wrong way, and you think, oh God.
It's just a hassle to change it. It's so messy, well, tubeless. Oh, I feel for you on that one. Who have we got next?
We've got Mr. Crazy Monkey. He's saying, my most expensive mistake was getting into mountain biking. I've only been doing it for a year, and I've already dropped 3K into bikes and gear.
Ooh, it's a slippery slope, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? I think people underestimate all the maintenance and all the kit that you need to go with it. It is fairly expensive.
N+1.
Exactly.
Because you always need another bike as well. I hate to break it to you, but it's going to happen. And lastly, we have Jay Anderson. Misdiagnosing a broken part. I convinced myself that I needed a new brake caliper, so I dropped almost $200 on a fresh XTR brake, only to find out all I needed was a new $1 O-ring. Ouch.
That is an expensive mistake, isn't it? You could have saved yourself $199 there by the sounds of it. But
quick maths, I like it. Chris, any expensive mistakes in your time?
Oh, plenty of expensive mistakes. I think the worst one was when I was out on a night riding shoot. Back when I was riding for Mazzocchi, they just shipped me this special custom fork, and I fitted it about half an hour before the shoot. Comes to this big step down on a night riding shoot. This was slid on a route before the takeoff, and I decided to brake, but I couldn't slow down before the takeoff, and I ended up falling off of this drop, but stood on my bike like surfing on a skateboard, and it landed on these rocks down below with me stood on top of it. And the photographer was like, "Oh, you're all right, you're all right." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Got up, went to do it again, and I was coming down into the run-in again for my second go, and I thought, "Oh my God, these forks on lockout." But what I didn't realise is when I'd fallen on the bike had landed on the rocks, and the rocks had actually punctured through the outer leg of the fork, and then was basically the stanchion was going down, knocking it, so it locked it out. And I think those forks were about 800 quid, and it lasted me for about 30 seconds of trail time.
He's a wild man. You're a wild man. Crikey. If you made any other expensive comments, mistakes even, let us know in the comments. Do it that way around. It works a lot better. But it's time, GMBN shop. We've got some absolutely fresh new merch out there, including some new jumpers.
Good.
I noticed you need to buy one.
Yeah, we need to get one. I like this embroidered look.
Yeah, I know. It's nice, isn't it? We got some new hoodies, sweatshirts. It's getting a bit chilly for winter. So if you want to support the channel, head on over now to the GMBN shop and you can get all these lovely new things. Hacks and Bodges. Hacks and Bodges. Hacks and Bodges.
I don't know the words for this one, Rich.
You'll pick them up. It's fairly simple. You'll get the hang of it.
I don't know, 3 lyrics, one too many for me.
Right, we've got some great hacks and bodges this week, and the winner will get one of these. Yes, it is Martin's stunt mug.
Whoa,
that
didn't even break.
It didn't. Stunt mug. Who have we got first, Chris?
We have got Sean here, who's been busy making some trophies for an Enduro event out in Wangui in New Zealand. Made these trophies out of old rims, spokes and sprockets.
I mean, they look badass. They've got some nice blue lights on them. I think that's quite a cool,
cool trophy,
custom touch there. Nice, very nice, Sean. Next up, we've got Darko on his Ghost AMR Plus. What have we got? I've been riding these for a few months now, no problem. It's a pool noodle.
And he's cut them.
Darko, a great money-saving little hat there. I like it. And next up, what have we got, Chris?
Well, this is from Colm. He's got an interesting sort of boa strap system going on.
He has, yeah.
Retrofitted it to some shoes, right?
Exactly, yeah. So what it is basically a boa system that you can replace your shoelaces with. He ordered the kit and installed it on his shoes, tried a single ratchet on one shoe, but found it couldn't get it tight enough, so went with 2 ratchets instead. That's quite clever, isn't it?
Looks good.
I like that, yeah.
Definitely a bit of a hack going on there.
Yeah, definitely. What do we reckon? Who's going to be winning that stunt mug?
I don't know, some good entries this week, but I think Sean with those trophies doing a bit
Nice.
for, getting those.
For the local race scene as well.
That's good.
Sean, that is winging its way to you. Next up then, it's the caption contest. And last week's picture, look at this, your co-host. We all love him. He's special, isn't he? Look at that.
Definitely looks pretty special in this shot. And actually, I saw this shot myself from a bit of GoPro footage, I believe. But not the best angle of Steve Jones that I've ever seen in my life.
Not.
Pretty scary as well.
Yeah, so we've got Yo-Yo's Amusement says, December of 2020, 5 GMBN presenters disappeared in the trails near Bath while shooting a documentary. A year later, their footage was found. The Trail Witch Project. I like that. That's pretty cool.
It is good. We've got Ollie Brown here saying, when you forget to check the angle of your GoPro before dropping in. I'm sure we've all been there.
Definitely done
Looking back through that footage,
yeah,
I think,
we've definitely done it.
Is that really me?
Abby Rose, when you come across a mountain bike, when you cross a mountain biker with a blobfish, you get a... On screen now.
R Static saying, your bike giving you a concerned look when you start making squeaking and creaking noises.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's true as well. I've got a winner, I know. Oh, I shouldn't say, in fact, a race jersey will be winging its way towards the winner, but we need a winner. Who's it going to be? I know who I like, and it's got blob in it.
Yeah, the one that made me laugh as the most was Abby Rose, so congrats. I think you're winning that jersey.
That jersey's
for sure.
On its way to you. And here is this week's caption contest photo. Christopher, we got some belters coming up on the channel this week, haven't we? What have we got?
On Sunday, bloopers from all you guys. Excited to see this one. All those mistakes and things going on GMBN that you don't see behind the scenes. Looking forward to that on Sunday.
But it's not just our bloopers, is it? Come on, because EMBN, they got bloopers coming out too, actually.
Make some mistakes too, so we've got that bloopers going on as well. So be sure to check that one out.
Yeah, there's going to be some absolute gold from us lot in there, I can assure you of that. I'm looking forward to what we got. Our Bike Putt Whale Christmas ride, yes. Do you believe it? The first time the four of us, so myself, Martin, Neil and Blake, had all actually ridden together since I'd started. Mental.
Really?
Yeah.
Crikey.
We'd never all ridden together because of the old Rona. So that is coming out next Thursday, I believe. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But it's time for some fine pooch pictures of everyone's trail dogs. I love this because I love dogs.
It's good, isn't it, having a trail dog along for the ride?
Who have we got?
We've got Letty here kicking it off with Sam's out on the ranges for a ride on an e-bike nonetheless. So there you go.
Got to up the pace.
Display, exactly. And then we've got, who else have we got here? We've got some great images. We've got Belle, who's ready to drop in here with Marcus. Again, on an e-bike.
Whoa, there's a theme here. Hang on.
We have got, what else have we got? We've got Poodle here. Nice looking English
e-bike.
sheepdog. Yeah, out one with Ray on his trek, crunching some miles. Nice looking shot. Looks super friendly. Check out that shot.
Guys look stoked. Look at that. Happy to be on the trails.
Definitely. And lastly, last up, we've got a trail dog that's doing good things to the trails. This is Chance, the litter picking trail dog, out with Adam for a ride. Look at that with the bottle in his mouth.
Very nice. Does he clean up his own poop though?
Maybe.
Who knows? Well, anyway, those are some great pictures. Thank you very much, everyone, for sending those in. Rumour has it that Martin has made a dog tag up.
I saw this kicking around.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cool for the best one. Now, I like Chance, the litter pick and pooch.
I think
So if Martin has had these made, then one is winging its way onto you now. But as always, send in more of your videos and pictures of your trail dogs. We do love to see them, don't we?
We do.
The uploader.
Trail dogs.
Yeah, the uploader's linked down below. So, yeah, we want to see them. It's that time of the show, Chris. It's Bike Vault time, I know, and it means we need to bring this out. Can you trust it?
Can I be in control of the super nice bell?
I reckon you can. So, first up, we've got Amir and his Santa Cruz Chameleon 7.1 AL. Rather nice looking little thing, that. And it says it's his first bike build, which, you know, fair play. Your first bike build is a momentous occasion.
Picking all those components. Yeah, it looks really good build to me. It looks pretty stealth. Got a bit of is that a top tube graphic going on? Or is
I think so, like a frame protection kind of going on there.
Looks really nice.
What do you reckon?
Well, I think that's got to be a super nice.
Oh, great.
This
guy's good, yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good. Right, next up, Marcus and his Radon Krager 8.0 from Germany. I was going to say the first word, but I can't. So, that's Marcus from Germany, 40-year-old mountain bike newbie. Welcome to the world of mountain biking.
Nice looking bike, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice skinny tube. It is aluminium, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But it looks almost like it's steel, but I'm loving the look of that.
But you know what I like? If you look, the bike's in focus and the background has got that nice blur effect to it.
Portrait kind of shot, isn't it?
Yeah, nice. What do you think there?
Super nice.
Yes,
Giving them
good
away.
Man. That's what I liked. Who have we got next then, Chris?
We have Dave here. He's got a 2019 Santa Cruz Bronton. He's been plugging the local canal paths and local areas.
Nice.
Finally finding the effort to get out in the colder, wetter weather. The cleanup is the worst part.
I feel there's pain. It's tough, isn't it? It is tough. That's a nice looking picture again, isn't it? Like,
it is, isn't it?
The light shining through, the blue skies. I'm quite liking that again. What do you think?
I think he's putting the effort in to get out there riding, as you say, and that work after. So,
man, this guy absolutely throwing them away. Right, next up we have Cy with his Stanton Switchback FS from Boxwoods in Wiltshire, just up the road.
Yeah, I've ridden there a few times
Yeah,
myself.
not bad. Right, this is his first full suspension bike. So Olin's RFX 36, SRAM drivetrain, upgrades to XT, SLX brakes, bigger rotors, shorter stem, and all the good stuff.
Looks fun, that bike to
That looks
ride,
mental,
doesn't it?
doesn't it? That looks a proper, good park bike.
Yeah, good location as well. Boxwoods, local.
Yeah.
Come on, Rich, you can give it a nice, super nice.
Oh my God. We're on a roll here, aren't we?
We are. Next up, we've got Aaron here. He's got a Specialized Status 2022 model, 160mm travel out in Australia. Super excited to get the Status as my new ride.
Slamming bike, that one. Look at that.
Nice, man, isn't it?
Yeah, that is cool. Bit of greenery going on there. Lovely stuff. What are we thinking? A nice or a super nice, Chris? You're going to...
I'm going to break the flow here.
Oh!
Nice.
Aaron. It's a nice bike.
Next up, we've got Dan here, been mud plugging on his Specialized Epic Evo Expert out in New South Wales, Australia. Why waste your money buying tan wool tyres? We can just ride through the mud and get them for free.
Point. It's a good point.
Are they tan wool? They're not, are they?
I think they are tan wool.
They're not.
Oh, no, they're not.
They are actually black.
I thought they were tan wool.
Best bike he's ever owned. Says it uses it commuting to flying everything at his local bike park too. Loads of upgrades on there.
He's put glorious bike, super nice. I mean, he's called it himself. And do you know what? These are very good
I think
XC
it's
bikes.
good, yeah, and I loving that tan wall kind of
Fake
you've got
tan wall.
there,
Yeah, just right through that.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, who have we got now? We have Todd with his 2021 Trek Top Fuel 7 from Bear in Delaware. Exploring around on my pride and joy. No, I like the colour. Nice orange. That's a good looking bike.
Gone some effort there. He's got the logos lined up on the tyres, cranks level, pedals
He's
level.
proper done a nice job on that, hasn't he?
Could have just maybe done a little bit of a nicer backdrop. I don't know if that board's doing it for me. What do you think?
Well, no, but he's put the effort into making his bike like he said, logos, pedals level.
I'll leave it in your capable hands, Rich.
Do you know what, Todd? Super nice. Well done, mate.
Okay, we've got David here. He's got an Evo follow-in version 3. It's out of Manchester. Ordered this in March 2021, and due to the part shortage, the final part arrived at the end of November. So he's got a big custom build on here, loads of cool parts. Took it out for the weekend, and it just couldn't take the smile off of his face.
David. Nice. I like it. I like sort of all the custom parts. He's built it up. That's a nice from me. What do you reckon?
I think it's great work for keeping on with that build over this part shortage we've got going on at the minute. Nice.
Lastly, then we've got Iger's Cube 15 Pro from Scotland. Received my bike one day before Christmas last year. Happy Christmas to you. Nicely done. Done some upgrades already. Forks, shock, wheels, brakes. I mean, it's quite a few upgrades already, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Nice. Basically, takes it everywhere you can.
Fair play if you're going
like
out on
it.
that big downhill, but it looks so cool, doesn't it? Nice
That
location.
lock in the background. There's a problem though, Chris.
What's the problem?
It's non-drive side. I'm a stickler for a non-drive side picture.
Nah, downhill bike on the rocks. Come on.
Go on, have your lead on. There we go.
Super nice.
My
Rounding
opinion
out.
matters no more. But we need to pick a winner for a super nice T-shirt that could be winging their way. So what do you reckon out of that lot? Who have we got?
Some good entries
There's a lot
this
in
week,
there,
isn't there? Yeah. I'm quite liking the Specialized with the tan wall mock-up tyres. I think nice bike.
I do love a tan wall. Dan, congratulations. A super nice T-shirt is on its way to you. Chris, that's it then. Thank you very much for joining me in the Dirt Shed this week. It's been a pleasure having you, mate.
Thanks for having me, Rich. I've enjoyed every minute of it, as always.
Well, that's it. We're out of here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget, send in all your great stuff to the uploader. Like I said, it's linked below in the description. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll catch you later.